Hello and welcome back to another video. Today's video we are going to be going over a compact computer that I have been building for a friend. This computer was pretty much cobbled together out of spare parts. Let's go ahead and open this up here. And so this computer is fairly basic. This computer originally had an i3 2100 in it, I believe. Now it has an i5. Sorry, it had an i3 2100. Now it has an i5 2300. So it's 4 cores, 4 threads. It's a quad-core non-hyper-threaded CPU. It's just what I had to throw in here. Pretty much everything in this computer is stuff that I could just simply throw into it and put together for my friend. So we have the i5 2300, we have 16 gigabytes of DDR3. The heat spreaders look different, but they are matching sticks. These are RAM sticks that I had in my main rig at one point in like 2020 or something like that when I was buying, the cheapest DDR3 RAM, the cheapest DDR3 8GB RAM sticks I could find and then throwing heat spreaders on them to make them look cooler in the build. It's what I had. So 16 gigabytes of that. The CD-ROM drive does work. It's in here. I don't need the space for anything else, so why not? CD-ROM drive. In here, I'm not going to pull it out, because there is a bunch of wires in there, but we have a 600 gigabyte, 3.5-inch hard drive. Underneath of this, mounted to the tray, there was room for a 2.5-inch drive. So, because some games will be played on this, and it does need a certain amount of storage on it, there is also a 700 gigabyte, 2.5-inch hard disk drive mounted onto this tray on the bottom. And then under that, there is a 500 gigabyte SSD that holds the operating system and the other programs that the user of this computer wants to install. That is also below this caddy, mounted to the chassis itself, just with some sticky foam. Shouldn't be going anywhere. Let's see here. Power supply is stock. Video card is a GTX 1050, 2 gigabyte. Again, it's what I had. Why did I have one of these? I was just trying to mess with some low-profile stuff and something else, and it didn't really work out. But I don't need it. I don't have a use case for it, so it's going into here. We also have a USB 3 card here. USB 3 card was super cheap, like less than 15 bucks, I believe. And it gives you 2 USB-A ports as well as a USB Type-C. So it gives you some modern conductivity. We also have a Wi-Fi card in here, which does, I believe, Wi-Fi 6? I can't quite remember. Could be Wi-Fi, could only be up to 5 gigahertz, could be Wi-Fi 6. I don't quite remember. But it's both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Bluetooth is on the card, but it's connected over USB 2.0 header, as a lot of these cheaper cards do. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. It's got Windows 10 on it. Be with that how you may. For the moment, Windows 10 seems to be perfectly fine as far as a stable operating system goes. And yeah, that's about it. This is about as far as you can get with a slim PC. I was hoping to use a different computer for this type of setup for my friend, but unfortunately, I just couldn't get the newer hardware working on it. and it was giving me all kinds of issues, and I was just trying to do something with it that it wasn't designed for. This was as close as I could get. It's a much smaller profile anyway. The only real downside is, you know, this is pretty much as upgraded as this system is going to get. You know, you can't really throw a stronger GPU in here where a stronger CPU will be able to keep up with it. You know, you could, say, throw a Core i7 2600 in there and, like, an RTX 4060 low profile, no extra power or anything like that. You could try and do that, but the performance boost, I don't know how much extra performance you would actually be able to get out of a combination like that. Or if, for example, this heatsink would be able to keep a 2600 cool, or if you know, having a 4060 in here would be able to run nice and maintain its temperature. You know, it's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to slim PCs. I would not, if you are looking to build a computer, I would highly suggest not going with a slim PC. This is just the option that I had, and the parts that I had were able to fit into it. So, I digress. That's it for this video. Hope you guys had a good one. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and feel free to leave them down below, and we will see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.